Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to our Hanamatsuri Service. It's so wonderful to see all of you here this morning. On this very special occasion, we are honored to have with us the former Bishop of the Buddhist Churches of America, Reverend Kodo Umezu, here to officiate our service. We are so delighted once again to see you, Sensei, and welcome to Enmanji. I believe Sensei was last year, about 4 years ago. It seemed like a long time. As you entered the Hondo, you cannot but admire the beautiful Hanamido in front of the Onnaiji. Many thanks to those who came out yesterday for its construction and to those who donated the flowers. It's always a beautiful sight. I would like to start the service with a meditation. Sensei will strike the bell once to prepare us. Sensei. From the murky depths of this quagmire of life, there still are occasions when sentient beings may, out of sincerity of mind, effort, and intelligence, produce pure thoughts which may bloom into the ultimate purity of the white lotus of enlightenment. Hanamatsuri represents one of these occasions. It is a time for us to show our gratitude and rededicate ourselves as we contemplate on the importance of the birth of our teacher, master, spiritual guide, and friend, Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Hopefully everyone has a service program. If not, please raise your hand and someone will bring one up to you. We will start the service with offerings, and we will begin with the candle offering by the Enmanji temple, and to do this is Mrs. Donna Fujima. Next offering, the Osanai offering by the BWA. In your program, it says Amy Wakayama, but Miss Wakayama could not be here today, and so taking her place is Miss Nor Carr. Representing the BWA for the Obupan offering is Mrs. Twinkle Yagi. representing the Dharma School for the flower offering is Namo. We will continue with the Butsu representatives. The Enmanji Buddhist Women's Association, Ms. Claire Schmidt. School, Mrs. Linda Niyasaki. Representing the Enmanji Temple, Ms. Diane Ono. Thank you very much. Would everyone please rise for the singing of our opening katha in Lumbini's garden in your program. Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Sensei will now lead us with the Sangujo and our sutra chanting. Today's sutra is Shoshinge, found in your program.
Namandam, Tsanamandam, Tsanamandam, Namandam, Tsanamandam. Jo 「
Today's Dharma message will be given by Reverend West.
Would you please join me in God's song? Shakyamuni Buddha appeared in this world solely to teach the ocean-like primal vow of Amida. We, an ocean of beings in the evil age of 5 defilements, should entrust ourselves to the Buddha's words of truth. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Good morning, everyone, and happy Hanamatsuri. Thank you very much for inviting me to your Hanamatsuri service. I didn't expect to have this glass in front of me. I see nothing but me. Reflection of my face. So I'm talking to myself, speaking to me. The passage I just read is from Shoshinge, which we chanted this morning, number 6, verse number 6. If you have this book in front of you, open up the page 36. Page 36. The translation is on the bottom of the page. Well, I said the Buddha, but the Shakyamuni Tathagata, Shakyamuni Buddha, appeared in this world solely to teach the ocean-like primal vow of Amida. Now, some of you may be thinking, what's that? And we, an ocean of beings in an evil age of 5 defilements, should entrust ourselves to the Tathagata's words of truth. And that's what the Shin Buddhism said. So today, Hanamatsuri, Shakyamuni Buddha came into this world, and Shin Buddhism, our founder, said, he came into this world to share the primal vow of Amida Buddha. So now it is maybe too difficult, so I like to visit that Shin Buddhism's message about the primal vow of Amida. As I was coming here driving, I see many billboard signs. And the one said, I forgot the name of the thing, but something like big lotto, $441 million. What is that? That California super lotto or something? Did you buy that? Please buy it, and what you win, donate to Enmanji. One time I bought it, I won $5. So anyway, what's the chance of you winning that $441 million, huh? Very, 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 very small, huh? It's almost like zero. But you still, hope you may be one of that many. Now, sometimes ministers, thank you for coming to church and listen to the Dharma. But why should I thank you? Why should I thank you? Because you and I as human being came into this world, chance of us coming into this world is much smaller than winning $441 million. For you and I to come into this world taking this form as a human beings, chance of that is much smaller than winning $1 billion. That's what Shakyamuni said. In the history of the universe, zillions of years, first time you and I came into this world and took a shape or form of this. And as you know, the law of impermanence, we don't know, no guarantee that we can live for another day. Right? So this fragile life that we have received during this limited time as human beings, Shakyamuni Buddha saying, most important thing is to listen to the primal vow of Amida. Wow, what does that mean? While we are living, that's what we always recite, the three treasures. Hard is it to be born into this world. Now we are living it. Right? How rare it is, like, as I was explaining, right? Even if you're born as a human being, how many of us have opportunity to listen to the words coming from outside of us? Well, I shouldn't say outside, but it is here, embracing all beings. So outside meaning inside and outside all. You and I, fortunately or unfortunately, we have mind to reason. We have eyes to see, but all limited. All limited. We could see only small things. Our memory only 1 gigabyte or less. Okay? Now AI is taking over the world. AI and AI, I heard they're talking to each other. They're saying, do we need humans? We don't need humans. What humans are doing is nothing but destroying the universe and the world. We are pushing our righteousness, pushing our own ego against each other with a limited views. I know, and I feel that way. When I see my wife, I know more than my wife. I saw a t-shirt one day, somebody wearing t-shirt. It says, I don't need Google, my wife knows everything. We know everything that we know. So we know a lot, but compared to what's out there, it's nothing. So with that limited information that we have stored, we say, this is right, this is wrong, this is mine, that's yours. Doing this. So Shinran Shonin, the founder of Jodo Shinshu, he was able to hear the words of truth of Amida Buddha. Amida means infinite wisdom. Amida means infinite wisdom. Big wisdom. Exceeding all the wisdom we put together, humans' wisdom, all the AIs, it's beyond. So, Amida, okay. Many years ago, let me go back. Shinran Shonin talked about 3 different types of religions. The first one, we all know, it's familiar with all of us. it's a petition, like someone up there controlling our lives. Please, please do something. I give you $10. You know, I see even among us, you know, we go to Las Vegas and by saying the Amida, you hit the jackpot. So praying was recognizing someone out there, you know, by asking, you know, something will happen. Please. And Shinran Shonin recognized that as a form of religion amongst people. Right? So that's a religion. He used the word false religion. You know, but we do go through those things. We're not saying that's bad or anything. It's the reality of our, you know, existence, the reality of our life. When somebody gets sick and cancer or something, you feel like praying. You know, you feel like praying to someone. Please, you know, change this condition. So it's not gonna work. Yet we do it. The second type is the type that Shinran Shonin used the word provisional religion. Provisional. We need to go through this. Again, not someone up there, but you try to make yourself. You exert yourself, you know, to remove something out of your life. Not asking someone, but you know, try to change. So that's a natural process. You begin to see, hey, something needs to be done. Okay, what do I do? Okay, if I stop doing this, if I don't eat meat, or if I meditate 1,000 hours. Oh, by the way, can I talk like 3 hours today? Just kidding. The Lumbini Garden that we just sang, you know, in the song, the Gasa Lumbini Garden, that is in Nepal. So Shakyamuni Buddha, or I should say, Gautama Siddhartha was born in today's Nepal. But his life, you know, he spent most of the time today's India. Anyway, in Nepal, there's a Honganji. Did I talk about the Honganji in Nepal? You know, there's a minister there, Sonam Sensei, Reverend Buddha Sonam. He was a Tibetan Buddhist, a monk. When he met, well, long story short. Anyway, his Buddhist tradition was to go into mountain for 3 years and 3 months and 3 days and don't see anyone except his teacher. His teacher visits him sometimes, bringing books or food or something. But he shut, you know, he doesn't, cut tie with secular world. So he was there for 3 years and 3 months and 3 days. His hair got this long. So after 3 years, he felt like it's very serene, you know, no more dirty mind or so-called onno, the passions, base passion. I am free from all this attachment. And everyone, well, people who are in the area, said, wow, he did it, you know, did it. And everyone started bowing to him, touching him. Oh, thank you, Sonam Sensei. Now you could guide us. Now you could teach us the truth. As he, after he came down to civilize the world back in, he said, wow, this is it. I am. Wow. Then, second day, he's walking on the street, pass by some place like a Best Buy. You know what I mean? Things started coming back. Things that he thought he got rid of, started coming back. But he doesn't want to say that to other people. He has to pretend he is it. But deep inside, he was questioning, what's going on here? What have I done in 3 years up there? Now back to square one. So his real journey began there. After coming back, he wasn't able to, stay up there. It's so true, I'm retired right now, right? And, I stay home, especially during the COVID time, Okay. I say, いらんこと but 3 years ago, I retired. I was at the Jodo Shinshu Center in Berkeley one day before my retirement in March, 2 weeks before my last day of ministry. I had a bad flu or something, but that was the beginning of outbreak of COVID, right? So Judy Kono, one of the staff, members said, Sensei, go home and don't come back. That was my last word from BCA. That's the send off for me. Don't come back. So that's the kind words from Judy for my retirement. So what I'm saying is I stayed at home, not seeing anyone, then, you don't get angry. I mean, I do get angry something, but if you don't interact with people, you don't have that much of anxiety or something. Everything's fine. But you start engaging yourself with others, like, dislike, hate, and all these things, disagreement, comes up. I want this, I don't want this. The human world that we live, we cannot live by ourselves. We are always living with other people, right? So that's where our agitation here. So Sonam Sensei was deep inside, questioning, why he is not able to get rid of this. But we, like we have the image, fasting for so many days or meditating for so many, years, we could get rid of this. We try and try and try. And that kind of religion is called a provisional religion. Try. Shinran Shonin did the same thing for 20 years. And he almost gave up Buddhism at whole things. Forget about Buddha's teaching. This doesn't work. I can find the true peace and happiness deep inside. And that's the time he met Honen Shonin, his teacher, Honen Shonin. Honen Shonin was the one talking about Amida's primal vow. Okay, now I go into the Amida's primal vow. As I said, Amida means infinite wisdom and compassion, embracing all beings, whether you're Christian or Muslim or Jew or male, female, rich, poor, educated or not educated, ordained or not ordained, doesn't matter. all these things belong to human side. Or he is rich, he is poor, he is LGBTQ. All these things are on our side, human side. From the other side, the embracing all beings, the eyes of equality, eyes of non-discrimination, shedding tears over human existence, that we are running around circle, hurting each other, killing each other, because we have so much faith in our own self. That's the difficulty, because we cannot see anything else. We see always, what do you mean, Amida or primal vow? It is coming from higher dimension in a way. It's coming from the realm of enlightenment. Calm down. We are all related. But each and every one of us has attachment due to the past karmic past. We have accumulated our dirt over zillions of years of history. And it's stuck here as me. I cannot see other than what I see, unfortunately or fortunately. But the other side is making us realize how foolish we have been. Shinran Shonin recognizes the other side, truly understanding our conditions, not asking you not to be you, but recognizing this situation as is, yet this whole mind and heart, compassionate mind and heart, beckoning, saying, come here. You are within this family. You are within this family. Shinran Shonin recognized the same people in the same Nembutsu teachings. We are all fellow travelers. We are all brothers and sisters. But this big mind and heart embracing all beings, very difficult to encounter. Okay? You have name, I have name. You have name because your name was given by someone who loves you. Okay? You have name because you want to be called. You want to be called by someone. I became grandpa, but Japanese we say Ji-chan. My wife Ba-chan. And that happened during the COVID time. Okay, so we couldn't see our granddaughter often, but whenever we had a chance for FaceTime or face-to-face kind of thing, we said, Ji-chan, Ji-chan, Ba-chan, Ba-chan. We are like competing. We want to be called. Like a year later, you know what she said first? Can't you guess?
Mommy.
Ji-chan. So that made my wife very, very happy. Ji-chan, She called me Ji-chan. My presence was recognized. Amida, Namo Amida Butsu being calling. Namo Amida Butsu calling. Want to be recognized. Recognized. Amida's mind and heart touching all beings. When we are touched by Amida's compassionate mind and heart, thank you. Namanda, Namanda. This big mind and heart, not asking you to be someone else. You as you. Tomato as tomato, potato as potato, carrot as carrot. But when this life comes to the end, we all join together in the world of suchness, the true and the real oneness, and become Namo Amida Butsu to people coming after us. We call it being born into the Pure Land. We go back to home of home. No more transmigration. The journey of zillions of years, we say thank you. Finally came to this point to encounter this mind and heart of enlightenment. So unless we are touched by or we feel the call coming from true and the real, we are still just living human world. By being touched by the Buddha's mind and heart, one foot could be in the Buddha's realm, one foot in the human world, and you could live your life no matter what happens to you, because you are secure in this Buddha's realm. Human world, if you have 2 feet on both sides on the human world, your life is insecure. So Shakyamuni Buddha, came into this human world according to Shinran Shonin. He came into this world to talk about something great. So we like to say thank you to Shakyamuni Buddha for sharing such a rare, wonderful Dharma. So please, help yourself, because your life, you cannot ask somebody else to live your life. You are responsible for you. You cannot ask someone else to eat for you. You have to eat the Dharma, you have to nourish yourself. And those of you who happen to be here, thank all the past conditions which brought you here to hear the Dharma. So Hanamatsuri is a great time for us to reflect on Shinran Shonin's teaching and Shakyamuni Buddha's message. I thank you very much for being here for this special celebration. Would you please join me in Gasho? Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you, Sensei, for your very thoughtful and touching message. I think all of us can relate to everything you said. Thank you so much. We will now have our closing gatha, but there is a little glitch. So the closing gatha is Hanamatsuri Kyoshin Kyoku, but in the program, there's a missing page. So I would ask everyone to get the purple book that's in front of you in the queue there, and go to page 266. And so all the verses are there. apologize for missing part of the page. So our closing gatha will be on page 266 of the purple book, Hanamatsuri Koshin Pyoku. The Buddha's majestic power and primal vow, fulfilled, luminous, resolute, and ultimate, are means of compassion beyond conceptual understanding. So take refuge in Amida, the truly immersible one. Namo Amida. Namo Amida. Namo. Are there any announcements? Okay. If not, on behalf of all of us, I would like to once again thank Reverend Mezzo for sharing this special day with us. It was a very special day, Sensei. Thank you so much. Thank you to George Tao for beginning the service with the conch show. Thank you, Dr. Kent Masuda, for playing the organ. And thank you for to the April Tobon for providing the offerings. And the April Tobon has also prepared lunch for us, which will be served in the social hall after the service. For those of you who have not had a chance to come up to Butsu, it's the tea pouring over the little statue of the Buddha, please come. And we've never done this before. Someone will show you if you wish. But pay respect to the Buddha. So thank you so much for coming to our service. Okay, we'll see you in the hall. Thank you.
Namo Amida, Butsu, Namo, 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 Namo.